All right, there it is. How's it going, Cam?
Oh, it's going good. How are you today?
Not too shabby. Not too shabby. A little bit hungry, but I'll just make dinner after this.
Yeah, I just finished making dinner before I hopped in here.
Smart. Alrighty. Come on. When's the BL? I don't have any audio on his stream. Hopefully his audio is not bugging. Or maybe he just has the music turned off or something.
Probably. I mean, that's what I do when I play. I have like the music turned off just because it annoys me.
Yeah. Yeah, he might have that. Guess we'll find out in a second. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Last game of the wild card round. Vikings versus Saints. Obviously, you have myself here. Well, I think they're going to have a... Oh, no, I thought I was going to desync for a second there. But obviously, you have myself here in the booth doing play-by-play. But we are also blessed by the wonderful, beautiful, amazing Cam on the color comm. Cam, how are we doing tonight?
Oh, we're doing good. We just got off work and made some dinner, so now I'm ready for some wild card football.
Let's go, baby. That's what we like to hear. Is looks like the Saints will get this ball first. And let me real quick turn you up just to be safe. There we go. Okay. Saints going to get this ball first. What do you think the keys are for this Saints team to win this game?
The key for the Saints team to stay in this is just keep care of the football, play safe, play conservative. I mean, take your shots when the Vikings team will cheat up. You just got to attack them over the top, but just play smart to begin with.
100%. Is that first run, handoff to Castle, not going to be much, but got to be persistent with the run at times. So, you know, it's obviously it can be frustrating on the first play of the game to get a negative loss there, but yeah, got to stay persistent with the run, definitely. And that will be, you know, help you have some success. Is Winston now going to be in the shotgun, making a couple of adjustments, might just be window dressing. It is going to be another handoff, is staying persistent. Castle going to get 5 on that one. That's going to be a 3rd and 6, much more manageable third down here.
And that's where you kind of want to be in against this Vikings defense, is third and manageable. Try to these long drives and then just force the Vikings offense to then try to beat you with little time on the clock.
100%, and does it perfectly right there. Sees maybe a linebacker potentially in coverage on Jackson, does a little slant route, boom, wide open, and now gets a fresh set of downs. Jameis Winston going to be under center here. Looks like a strong formation. Might have B. Is going to dump it to Castle, probably wisely, as that was going to have to be a really good throw out of Winston if he wanted to get that down to the field to B. Finds his running back for a good set of yards there.
Yeah, it was a good choice. I don't think Winston has that arm strength to make it all the way downfield before the safety on the other side jumps that route.
100% is Winston going to be under center once again. This is going to be another handoff. Oh, Castle almost brought down. Ultimately does get brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Tried to fight back to get to that line of scrimmage, but I think it's only a loss of 1, so not too bad. 3rd and 3.
And that's the one thing you always got to look out against the Saints team is a counter play to the left. We'll never run counter to the right. It's always counter to the left.
As this is going to be the pistol. Winston dropping back, going to dump this off to Castle. Can he make one man miss? Oh, gets a little sticky, makes 2 miss, then gets depleted. Lucky to hang on to the football there. You know, we know once, you know, you juke a couple times, they're more, you know, I guess, you know, there's a higher probability that you're going to fumble. It doesn't do it there, but big first down, and the Saints are moving.
Yeah, I mean, good job just staying with it, not juking into that big hit and just kind of letting it happen.
Once again, just goes down to Castle. So far, the Vikings not playing the flats too aggressively right now, and the Saints really just kind of taking what they're giving them.
As you can see, Saints are switching over to that conservative ball carrying because the Vikings are coming out with the hit sticks already today.
Yeah. Maybe turns it back on. You know, if he's down or feels like he's maybe got a lead or something like that. But for now, yeah, we'll get that. Oh, gets a big hole. Oh, kind of a tough cut there. I don't know what his COD agility acceleration is, but had kind of like a really harsh cut and wasn't able to get that up to the field before defenders crashed on him.
Yeah, this has just been very good play by the Saints, not forcing anything, just taking what this Vikings defense is giving them.
Definitely. Jameis dropping back, not much open, good usering. Might be able to get the first down with Jameis. Oh, wow! Jackson! Can't he find the end zone? The dive, he's in! Wow, what a play by Jameis Winston to Jackson right there. That was a thing of beauty, navigating the pocket, finding the receiver down the field. What a play by the Saints.
That is some grade A moving of the pocket and letting it come to you. I mean, that receiver just made the perfect cut upfield into the empty zone. I mean, it's what you get for staying in the pocket rather than trying to scramble that thing right away.
100%. It was a 3-man rush, good defense on the back half, but didn't, a lot of guys' tendency once, their second, third, fourth reads aren't open, they're like, well, I guess I got to scramble. Connor stayed in the pocket, then tried to scramble forward because he saw he had a lane, but still, eyes down the field, found Jackson. Really clean throw. One of the more impressive throws, I'd say, for Connor in Madden 22 thus far, and came at a great time, first drive of the wild card. And now it's going to be Cook. Cook gets a really weird animation, somehow fights out of that, does get 7.
It appears Cook's offensive lineman does not want him to go down there easily, so he picks him back up and pushes him forward.
Yeah, a little bit of help from the guard there, it looked like, or I think it was the guard, but yeah, a little help from the O-line, as now Kellen Mond going to be in the shotgun here. Obviously, we'll see a healthy dose of that out of, the Vikings. It's going to be handoff to Dalvin. Dalvin makes one miss. Big gain right there, Obviously, Dan is not a big runner, but he'll come out in shotgun and run inside zones if you let him all game long, and happens right there.
And I think that's what this game will probably come down to, is if the Saints can run. I mean, all of this is shown is the Vikings can run because the Saints have come out to defend the pass all game. Yeah,
100% is Kellen Mond will be under center this time, 1st and 10. It's going to be a play action. Nobody really open. Great user and oh, wow. I don't know what happened. Maybe that DB was in like a hook curl or... No, he's in a cloud flat, just played it really bad, but wow, it's incomplete as well. Never mind, I just now looked. I was looking at the replay and realizing they didn't get his feet down. So ultimately, probably the right solution there because the cloud flat just gave up on the play.
Yeah, no one knows where he went. He just kind of decided he's doing his own thing today.
Yeah, just stop in the middle of the field, but here we go, empty. We know Dan's a big fan of going empty. Clean pocket, gonna throw that to Jefferson. Jefferson with not a ton of awareness on where the first down marker is. Could have just possession caught that and fell, right to his feet, but kind of goes and attacks the ball, and now he's 1 yard short. But 3rd and 1. Maybe an inside zone here. Will be an inside zone. That's going to be Cook for an easy 4 or 5 yards. I don't know about you, Cam, but I think you're going to, maybe if he's going to be like out wide like that, he needs to start maybe pinching his line just to try to, distract this Vikings team from doing those inside zones a little bit. Great usering once again. Going to throw that down the field to Jefferson, though. Finds him. A good spin. Tries to make the second man miss, and the Vikings are now in the red zone.
I mean, that's the big thing that you're going to see is that if Dan will find you in a formation that he likes to take advantage of, whether it's run or pass, he's going to go that no-huddle route and try to attack you quick.
100%. Run to Cook. Good blocking. Is he able to fight? No, not able to get into the end zone, but gets it all the way down to the 1 yard line. It might be quarterback sneak time. We'll see.
And this is the thing that it's hard to play against Dan with this Vikings team. He's got the running, he's got the passing, and it's trying to guess what he's going to do each play that kind of throws the team off.
100%. Is Kellen Mond going to be under center? Will this be... Oh, it's going to be a power run. Oh, a good shoot of the gap, but just kind of was on the inside as that run to Cook went to the outside. Just kind of split him right there, and that's going to be a tie ball game, 7-7. But yeah, I agree with you. I think one thing that is maybe pretty underrated in terms of when Dan took this Vikings team is having a running back like Dalvin Cook that, we know Dan's a passer. He's never going to like draft a running back or get a running back and develop him. So having Cook already have jukebox or evasive or whatever he has is like such a weapon because you're almost always going to break one tackle with that ability. And so it makes him an even more lethal of a runner since he has that ability and such a good running back in Dalvin Cook. So this is going to be handoff to Castle. A lot of room. Castle makes one man miss. Does he have the speed? The 40, 30, Nickerson hunting him down. Not going to get there. 10, 5, touchdown. What a response out of the Saints.
That is exactly what Connor needed to do, was just answer back. I mean, maybe too fast, but it's an answer. You can't let, if Dan's out here showing what his offense is showing, Connor has to try to score every single drive. And I mean, that was just perfect running, picking the lanes, doing a little bit of a stutter step through the hole to get that big burst.
Yeah, 100%. Little trap concept. Got it into the hole. Had the one safety on the outside kind of crashed into the middle and allowed Connor to just kind of give a little wiggle out to the outside, and then it was just a foot race, and Castle won it.
And that's one of my problems running like the 4-4 is it's just as soon as you get past that first line of defense, there's nothing back there to stop them.
Yeah, 100%. It's Kellen Mond going to be in a gun bunch here, it looks like. Connor quickly switches his play. Didn't like what he saw. Good usering once again. He's going to lob this up. Oh, no. Risky. Williams. PJ gets his foot out. Oh, can't. Or not PJ Williams. Marcus Williams. Sorry. Can't. PJ Williams is a basketball player, isn't he? I don't know.
No, he's also a Saints defensive back.
Oh, okay. Two Williams on this team. Marcus Williams going to come down with that. Can't tiptoe long enough to stay in bounds. But now this is going to be a handoff to Lindsey. Lindsey able to get a few yards. Looked like for a second that was going to be get in there. But yeah, just a risky throw by Dan right there. Knew he couldn't bullet pass it because he had the linebacker underneath. So tried to do a touch pass, or maybe it was just a lob. I couldn't tell. It did have a lot of air on it, but it was either a touch pass or a lob. And then that gave Marcus Williams enough time to get over there and get both of his feet down.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a tough break there. I mean, no one was open. He tried to force something. I mean, my experience playing Dan earlier in the season was he would always get out of the pocket and let kind of the play break down to his advantage. I mean, that time Connor did a good job keeping him in the pocket and forcing him to make a play.
Definitely. This is going to be audible to an RPO. Good play. Jackson, a lot of room. Does get the first down. Winston, 6 for 6, 77 yards, and a touchdown. Exactly what you need if you're Connor. You need to have a very efficient game, like you said. You need to limit the mistakes. I'd say Connor can only afford to throw one interception this game. So far, hasn't thrown any. And Deshaun Jackson having one heck of a game. The former Ram, former friggin' Eagle, former, I don't know, Buccaneer. I don't know. He's played for so many teams. As Castle going to take this for a gain of, I think, 4, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and this is pretty much what Connor needs. I mean, he set up his receivers, so it's just speed guys on the outside. He's really got no one down here for this red zone so he's just got to play smart, find the open guy.
We'll go to X. Fuller gets hit. Maybe drops it? Yes, does drop it. I couldn't tell. That was one of those ones where it was like, did he hit the ground first and then the ball came out? And then sometimes Madden goes ahead and gives you the catch, but takes a big hit, drops it. 3rd and 6. Pretty big third down here because you'd love to get a touchdown. A field goal is fine, so you can't make a mistake forcing in trying to get a touchdown. But let's see what the Saints and Connor do here. Changes his play. I like that. Looking what the defense had. Maybe going to do a little conservative. Go to an inside zone. Oh! Was going to try to bounce that to the outside. Was good defense. Closed off the inside. Then tried to take it to the inside, but kind of got a weird bounce off of his offensive lineman right into the D tackle. 4th and 3. Going to settle for his field goal here. What do you think? For me, I think this is the right decision. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's the right decision full way. You take that 2-score lead, not risk anything, give the momentum back to Dan.
Yeah.
Take the points, force Dan to go the length of the field with the more momentum. But the big thing on that was I think Connor didn't like the way any of the plays looked because his receivers aren't big. I mean, You saw it on that drag route. He threw the drag, guy was wide open, and just took one hit, and he drops it. I think that's one thing Connor has in the back of his head is his receiver size.
Yeah, 100% is. Yeah, big hole. Dalvin Cook makes one man miss. He's got about one more. Oh, and it's a bad dive, but can Gardner Johnson get him? No, he can't. Another big run by the Vikings, just like the Saints. And now it's about to be a 3-point game pending this PAT.
And there's just the versatility of Dan. You didn't think he was going to run it, so Connor came out in his pass defense, and Dan just right up the gut takes it. Dalvin Cook with the speed.
100%. And once again, as I've got the replay on the screen, I think what Connor's going to have to start doing is, I think he came out nickel 2-4-5. What gets a little scary about that when you call that on first down, second down, is those linebackers stay out really wide. So it gives a lot of running lanes. You can't condense that. And I feel like he's getting caught now couple times where the O-line's just pushing up these massive holes, and now Castle's going to get the ball again. A big, nice run out of Castle, 8 rushes for 96 yards. But yeah, I'd like to see some nickel normal, or I don't know, just something to compress that D-line a bit more.
Yeah, I mean, this is just turning into a game of the big chunk runs, and it's whoever's going to be the best at getting it. I mean, right now you've seen both teams bust off 80-plus yard runs. What's going to happen is one team has to shut down the run game.
Oh, is Winston going to throw it? Wow, throw out a sack. Fuller able, I don't know if someone screamed to him. Maybe Winston, when he got hit, said, Fuller! Turns around, finds the football. Probably very lucky there if you're the Saints that that wasn't picked. And also, not only that, but that Fuller able to come down with it. Now, Jameis Winston pistol. Pretty big hole, but ooh, big play by McLean right there. Looked like it was going to be another big run, but McLean gets a shed and gets the tackle.
Yeah, who knows what's going on through Winston's head, just chucking the ball up there. That looked like real life Winston there, not video game Winston.
Yeah, he might have had Fuller a little bit earlier. I mean, I don't know where he was looking, but ended up throwing it very late. But regardless, somehow worked out as Winston. This is going to be another trap concept. Guidry tries to turn around and gets the tackle and gets the first down. Caden says, wait, I beat Connor and he made the playoffs. I mean, hey, Connor, or Caden, you beat me 2 times last season. I made the playoffs. And then Cody stupid ass Fuller. Hey, we bring the comedy as good defense once again. Wisely throws that away. I was a little nervous he was going to force that. Does not do that. Winston, just his second incompletion of the game, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it was a good play. He kind of rolled out, tried to see what he could get on those crossers going to the side of the field he was rolling to, but Dan, with a good user, took away the short route.
100%. Winston going to hand this off to Castle. Castle reads the hole wrong right there. Probably should have bounced that to the outside shoulder of the guard. Does the inside shoulder right into the pressure. And it's a 3rd and 10. Got to be careful here. You know, obviously you want to get a touchdown, but, you know, you can't try to force something here. You are in field goal range as Winston going to be shotgun formation here. Good defense once again. Might have B. That's a hot one. Oh, no. As who is that? Number 5 can't bring that down. I don't know if he possession caught. That's Robinson or aggressive. I don't know what it was, but tough animation. Good kind of close by the Vikings defense to knock that ball out. And this is going to be a field goal attempt here. Boyd with the hole. Boyd with the hold. The kick is up and good. 20-14.
I mean, that's best case scenario there on that play is throwing it into double coverage like that. I mean, a drop stinks, but I mean, it could have been much worse. I mean, you still get your 3 points out of it. 6-point lead towards the end of the second.
Yeah.
So.
And it was a really good throw by Winston and a good throw by Connor as well. You know, the guy using him. It was, you know, it was a very tight read. He had him. It just really, the receiver needed to make a big play and didn't do it. And now here we go. Looks like maybe the Saints trying to make sure these inside zones he's maybe a little more tempted not to run them, as this will be a trap play. Finally, the Saints D-line able to get Cook on one of these kind of shotgun runs for a gain of just a few.
Yeah, it was a good play by the linebacker going over there and forcing him back to the inside towards all the big guys.
100%. Now 2nd and 8, comes out in the nickel 2-4-5 again this time. Be careful. It looks like maybe Dan might know what defense he's getting. That is going to be a dump off to Cook. Cook makes one man miss, and then Williams, I think that is who it was there, with a big hit. Cook able to hold on to the football.
Yeah, I mean, that's a smart play by Dan there, taking the check down after seeing all the guys drop back. But like Connor had to do, I think Dan might switch to conservative soon just to avoid these big hit sticks.
Yeah, play action. Nothing open once again. Really? Oh, no. Risky throw, as that's going to be picked off by Marcus Williams. Once again, his 2nd interception. He just came off a big hit. Can this go for 6? Oh, my goodness. He has 2 offensive linemen to beat. Doesn't even have the stamina. 5 touchdown. Marcus Williams. An absolute game he is having right now. Somehow finds the end zone.
That was, Connor kind of baited Dan into that throw. I mean, Dan loves his deep post routes, so Connor set it up to where it looked like he was leaving the deep middle open, and just luckily enough, Mon didn't have enough on that throw, and he got there.
Yeah, and the Vikings just with, and Dan just with two kind of early dives. I think he had the angle, dove a bit early, maybe just feeling the pressure of, oh my gosh, this might be a return for a touchdown. And once those two guys dove and missed, it was a foot race, and he was racing against two big boys. So wasn't that too hard to win.
Yeah, I mean, it was also that nice stick work to get around Dalvin Cook earlier, and that play was just
and he's got
beauty.
Now he's got the really good. He sees his route. This is the probably the best momentum factor. Good throw to Smith. Smith with the spin, makes one man miss, needs to make one more. Oh, can't do it as he was running out of juice. Also, don't know if he would have had the stamina, but. Wow, a really good find by Mond and Dan there to, counteract that pick six before.
Yeah, I mean, just great play, great spin move there. I mean, I don't think he had enough stamina to make it all the way, but I mean, you got to try that.
Oh, yeah.
Take the big guy, take the big tight end, try to go as far as you can.
100%. As now he's going to shift that D-line again. Yeah, really trying to kind of tempt Dan not to do these inside zones that have been cutting him up all game. Mond making a litany of adjustments. I think he might know what defense Connor is in, and so he's setting something up that he wants. Ultimately, his window dressing will go to the inside zone. So far this D-line just not getting the pushes. Connor's had a couple times that he's figured it out, but see, again, that just looks like a big gaping hole up the center to me. If you ask, my guess is this is another inside zone. Maybe not. Mond doing like just the weirdest hot routing animations I've ever seen, but this will be another inside zone. All the room in the world. That's gonna be a big first down. I think Connor, feeling the pressure of Dan's passing game, is just giving up way too much space on his front seven.
Yeah, he's just spreading the defensive line out, trying to get that outside rush, and he's just begging Dan to run the ball up the middle, and Dan's had success so far this game doing it.
Yeah, and again, just doing like that nickel 2-4-5, which is gonna spread everyone out quite a bit. Not really working on these early downs. Maybe a 3rd and long or even a 3rd and 5 or something, you could do it, but not working on these. Is Mond going to make a few adjustments here? Nobody really open. Oh, he finds Cook on the wheel route, and then a big hit by 22 there. Cook somehow able to hold on to the ball. Now if you're Connor, 1st and goal, a minute or so left. Obviously, he used the timeout before because I think he wants an opportunity to get the ball back. I'm guessing after this play, he's probably going to use a timeout. Let's see what happens as Mond under center here makes a few adjustments once again. Might just be window dressing. Still just maybe he keeps flipping the run. He's trying to figure out which way he wants to do this run. I was obviously using the clock as well. Williams shoots the gap. Oh no.
That was the most Justin-esque run I've seen out of anybody not named Justin.
That was a tough one. He shoots the gap, dives after him, somehow doesn't get him, runs directly into his offensive lineman, and then somehow still gets it into the end zone. But 37 seconds, 2 timeouts, 27-21. Let's see how aggressive this Saints team's going to get, because the Saints did get the ball first. So I'm sure they're feeling a little bit of that, but they've stole a couple possessions from Dan already. So maybe we'll just see like a run on the first play, and if it goes for a lot, he'll, maybe then call timeout. But we'll see what the Saints do here. Is Jameis Winston gonna have the shotgun formation, looking through a couple of his plays, seeing if he wants to call an audible. He will call an audible, as Robinson gonna switch over to the opposite side of the field. But it will be a handoff to Castle. Castle tries to cut it into the inside of the field, gets hit, and the Vikings call a timeout. Interesting call right there, right, Cam?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why, unless Dan thinks he can steal possession here, closing into half. But, I mean, if I'm Connor, I'm thinking it's field goal or bust. And that was a poor choice.
Timeout call pays off, but it might not matter because Armstrong might be headed for the end zone. Disaster for Connor right there.
Yeah, that was just a tough read. I've done the same thing, but it's just trying to float that thing right over the top of a linebacker. I don't know, is Armstrong a linebacker or defensive back?
I'm not positive. It looked like maybe he's a slot corner, or potentially looked like maybe he came in from the slot. But, just nothing open there. He tried to do a touch pass, I believe, kind of like Dan did on that Marcus Williams interception earlier in the game. But again, it just floats up there a little bit too long and allows the DB to close in on it. Too many defenders in the area. This is going to be a handoff to Castle. Castle, not much room. Going to get brought down. My guess is this is going to go into half. That's got to be really tough if you're Connor. You had, an opportunity. You had stolen a couple possessions. Even if out of half, Dan and Wynn got a touchdown, you were still in the driver's seat because you were always going to be kind of, if you went down and got points, got touchdowns, you were kind of one step ahead always. But now, Dan has the opportunity to be one step ahead if he goes down and gets a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you just play safe. I'm in the boat of 3 is the best case scenario. I mean, we've played how many times throughout all the cycles? I play conservative. It's only at the end of the season when I'm out of everything. I just play, let's just chuck it and see what happens.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
sure.
I'm in the mindset, if it's the playoffs, you play safe, go into the half, get a first down, run out the clock. Still got a 6-point lead going into the second half. But
100%.
He thought he had it. And unfortunately, good play by the slot corner.
Yeah, it didn't work out, but plenty of football left to play. I'm going to go get some water really quick because my voice is in shambles, so I'll let you talk about what happens while I go do that.
All right, can do. All right, big... Ooh. You really got to look out for those hit sticks out of Connor there. I mean, doing the jukes and everything with jukebox and evasive on... Cook is good, but I mean, you juke into one of those hit sticks, I mean, you're begging for a fumble at that point. But it looks like Brian Poole got hurt, so we'll see who Connor has to replace him in the secondary. Another dump off here to Cook for the first down. Good, safe play. Looks like Poole will be coming back, just some bruised ribs, so we'll see what happens until he's back in the game. I mean, if I'm Dan, I try to attack the backup, try to find which side he's on, so...
All right, I'm back here. It's Kellen Mond going to be in the shotgun here. Looks like they're moving the ball pretty well so far outside of the half here. Mond going to be in the shotgun snap. I can't remember if I said that. If I did, I'm repeating myself. As making a few adjustments. An interesting defensive look out of the Saints here. Maybe he can't pick a play? My guess is he couldn't pick a play. Let's see. Oh, and this is the Saints instantly go for the accept. I don't know, we'll see what it was, if that was he couldn't pick a play or what, but the Saints don't care. They're looking to win this game, I guess. And 1st and 15, again, that D-line just really spread out. Do the Vikings go to an inside zone? They do, but a really good shoot of the gap by Gray there. And that's only going to be a gain of 2.
Didn't get the tackle, but slowed him up enough just so everybody else could get in there. It's a great shoot by Connor on that play.
100% is Mon going to be in the shotgun. Not a lot of, or no, he does have a lot of time. As that's going to be a really good throw, a hot one out of Mon to Hightower. Just drops it right into the basket, right over to the right over the linebacker or DB's head that was in a hook curl. Just a really good throw.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with rushing 3 against a passer like Dan, is you just leave so much time for him to get a pass off and kind of scramble and find the holes in the zone.
100% Mond. Once again, a lot of time. It's going to be a risky one. As there was a linebacker there, does get it over the linebacker's head. The safety able to get there and kind of knock it out right as the wide receiver reaches hands out. I look like that was Jefferson. Oh,
yeah, that was a good play by the safety there.
And we got Ben out here in the chat. What's up, Ben? This is going to be a handoff to Cook with a lot of room. Picks up a big first down there. Yeah, again, just, I don't know. I would like to see him maybe just start pinching his line, potentially. Comes out in a dime look there, it looks like. Does have 4 down linemen, but again, just like, I don't know, just needs to start, kind of compressing the inside there. So, because they're just getting such good blocking, this Vikings team is. But regardless, Kellen Mond, shotgun, snap. Goes to the seam, but a quick flag. And that's going to be a hold. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. I mean, basically, as that ball was being caught in the end zone is when the flag was thrown. I looked over there, and I mean, it was a hold, but that was just one of those like really unfortunate holds that, you know, happens in sim mode on CFM sometimes. But regardless, oh my, nothing there. Gonna take a sack. Oh, looked like the sack Justin Fields took last night against me, and I thought a fumble was gonna happen, but Mond with some hand strength able to hang on to it.
Yeah, that was just good coverage by Connor there, and Mon just trying to pick up as much room as possible. But if I'm Dan, just run the ball. I mean, Connor's obviously conceding to letting you run the ball.
My dog will not stop licking itself, and it's annoying the heck out of me right now. This is going to be a throw to Smith. Smith makes one, two-man miss. Somehow, 2nd and 18, finds Smith wide open and then makes some two-man miss for a touchdown. Vikings.
I mean, that was just the perfect read there, and then
Gosh.
the duality of the hit stick. You can either get that big hit and stop him short, or he just bounces off and goes in the end zone.
100%. Does your dog ever do that? My dog literally just like one part of his stomach right now is just soaked in his saliva because he just keeps licking himself.
Yeah, no, Bagel just licks the floor, or will just sit there and just like lick me until like I get him to stop. He never like licks himself. It's just always everything else.
He literally just like ends up like knotting his hair up because he like freaking is sitting there looking at so much. But anyways, enough dog talk, I guess. Michael Castle gets the handoff, only able to get 2 yards. Castle, you know, obviously having a pretty good game. Hasn't done a whole lot outside of, you know, the first half and that big run. Let's see what they can get going. Obviously, you know, this game is by no means out of reach. Oh, and now the Vikings know their route. They have the whole. Oh no! Oh, and just like we said, Connor probably can only afford one interception in this game, and there's another as Guidry is gonna find his way into the end zone for a pick six. That is disaster for the Saints.
Yeah, that was just throwing that drag way, way too late.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see where he was trying, like, he had the drag, he just threw it too late and into triple coverage, and one of the guys ended up making a play on the ball.
100%. Started this game out so well, was playing really good defense, really good offense, but just slowly but surely, the Vikings clawing their way back, making some big plays after big plays. Now, Jameis Winston going to be in the pistol here. You got it. Oh, nice. Audibles to the run. Castle, here we go. Can he get more? Makes one man miss, but then trips on somebody's legs. I don't know if it was the diving DB or if it was the guy behind him, but gets tripped up. But a big run by Castle. That is exactly what the doctor ordered. Doctor ordered if you're the Saints.
Yeah, I mean, it gets him out of, so now he opens up all of this space to where
had Y for a
Dan
second.
can't see his receivers, so.
Yeah, had Y for a second there, but my guess was he was looking at B. Right when Y made his cut, he might have been able to fit that in between the DB or the linebacker and the safety there. Ultimately was not able to find him and wisely gets rid of it.
Yeah, I think that play was one that Connor had messaged me earlier this season about, because I have that in my playbook, because Y usually gets open on that if they're running a man coverage. So
yeah, I have that in my playbook as well. You know, it it can get open on cover 3, kind of in the middle. Even I mean, it's a pretty versatile play. It's definitely one that I like as well. Unfortunately, wasn't able to find someone open there. Gotta remember again, Dan has the momentum factor that he knows what the route is. So you gotta, he has RB, but no! Throws the dig, a good play by Griffith. The curl route, not able to get open. Just too many defenders there. That would have been one that he needed to dump down to Castle, but goes to the curl route and gets picked off. Connor is melting down right now.
Yeah, this is just bad read after bad read after bad read, trying to force it, trying to get those big plays in.
Dalvin Cook gets a little jukey out there.
If I'm Dan now, I'm wasting as much clock as possible. You know Connor is struggling on offense. Is just going to start forcing it. So just start grinding it down. 100%.
It's the playoffs. No need to start throwing it and forcing it. run the ball, do what you've been doing. Cook's been having a really good game. Does get stopped there, but it is a 3rd and 1.
And that did knock Cook out of the zone now, so he doesn't have that first one free activated.
His mind gonna throw this to Irv. Oh, and that ball gets knocked up. Lucky it just hits the ground, because we've seen those before on those aggressive catch animations. They get knocked up and sometimes picked off, but both DBs fall to the ground and no one else is close.
Yeah, that was a dangerous read, but I mean, he's got time to spare, mistakes that he can make, and now he's just trying to spread Connor out, and I think this is going to be a run right up the gut.
100%. Kellen Mond, 4th and 1, trying to just use as much clock as he can. This could be a very big momentum shift if Connor's able to stop him here. Maybe Dan changing his mind here, realizing that it's really not worth it to go for it in this situation. Yeah, does multiple fake hikes just to take the false start. I think, yeah, he realized, listen, I'm up 42-27. If I don't give this, I really kind of give Connor some momentum that he doesn't need. Right here, he can kick the field goal, and, Connor's, hasn't, like you said before, it hasn't been showing very much on offense, and that field goal right there obviously, put him right back in the full momentum bar, so he's going to be able to see those routes.
Yeah, and it's just going to be a struggle now for Connor trying to do this big of an uphill battle. But let's see if he's got some sort of miracle worked into here.
100%. Obviously, this game is far from over, but the Saints are going to have to probably pull a rabbit out of a hat if they want to make something happen here. Winston, pretty clean pocket. Good throw to Robinson. Robinson makes one man miss, but too many Vikings defenders. Does he go up tempo is the question. No, not yet. He will go into the huddle.
I think at this point, you don't go up tempo yet. I think once it hits the 4th, you got to go up tempo each drive.
Jameis drops back, has B again, does find B. Robinson able to make a few man miss once again, get a first down. Robinson is getting wide open so far on these past couple play calls.
Yeah, and it shows that this Viking defense is playing deep. They're just allowing these underneath routes because there's so many Vikings making each one of these tackles. It's not just a one-on-one tackle at that point.
100%. Playing a little bend but don't break. This is going to be a handoff to Castle. Not a whole lot of room. Tries to cut to the inside. Only gets a gain of 2. But yeah, I agree with you. Definitely playing some bend but don't break. Maybe gets a little bit more aggressive if this Saints team gets into the red zone. But I think Dan's feeling confident that, if he gets the ball back, he can go move it and use as much clock as he needs to. As Winston going to drop back. He's going to be looking for RB. Will find RB. And that's going to be Castle with a little kind of tiptoe on the sideline to stop the clock. But this is the 3rd quarter, so once they get, I think, under center here, this will go to the end of the quarter.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good play. I mean, he had RB open. He had Y open on the other side. So, I mean, he had his choice of 2 players along the sideline for first downs on that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. Put your 4s in the chat! Little bit lighter of a scream out of me today because of all the work I did last night. As he had no... Oh my. Had the tight end out of his cut, then throws it to the running back, and then Kendricks with a really bad animation. The Saints get blessed right there. Winston slants look, has B, doesn't see B, then throws a risky one. Oh no, as Fuller was covered, and Holloman gonna just try to make... Oh! Wow, almost got a little sticky right there. As disaster strikes once again for the Saints, just not seeing the ball well right now in the second half in terms of the passing game.
Yeah, that one's just tough. I mean, you're running the slants, and I mean, if you don't throw them correctly, you kind of get that to the point where they're all running into each other, and you just have defensive backs waiting for those passes.
100% is now we see Dalvin Cook is out of the game. That's going to be a run to Bernie, not to be confused with the Saints head coach. Oh, now Dalvin Cook back in. Gonna be a handoff to Dalvin. Oh, a nice spin. Oh, gets hit. Gotta be careful. This game's basically over.
Yeah, I think at this point you're going to see a lot of these runs, and Dan's just got to be careful with the jukes and spins because Connor is coming out firing with the hit sticks now.
100%. And not to mention, you don't want to cause any unnecessary injuries, as now Bernie will be back in. Yeah, I probably just did a formation sub there to make sure that Cook doesn't get hurt. Oh, another big hit. My guess is conservative is probably on at this point as well. My guess is after that last hit stick on Dalvin, he brought Bernie in and then went to the conservative and takes a big hit. Doesn't fumble, obviously. 2nd and 9.
Yeah, this is just turning into, can Connor get that fumble to turn the game around?
100%. As 2 clock is on right now, Bernie goes to the outside, able to make one-man miss on a little wiggle right there. Gets it down to the 46, 3rd and 2.
And this is a big play. I mean, both for Dan and for Connor. Connor gets the stop, he gets the ball back, gets a shot in the dark to try to make this, but if Dan converts this is pretty much game.
As Bernie does get stuffed, will he go for it is the question. I mean, it probably doesn't matter that much, and maybe Dan's just in the business of trying to pick up a first down here to cut, to kind of just end the game out, but ultimately we'll decide to punt this. Obviously, his defense has been playing very well. Connor going to do a punt block to see if he can get anything going. Nobody gets within a country mile of the punter. And that ball's going to go out and be downed at the 14.
I mean, one of the benefits of that for the third down stop is now Connor doesn't have that M factor going. So now he can open up the playbook to whichever routes he wants.
Yep. As now Winston. See, man, hey, that would be a fun drinking game. As Winston going to hand this off to Breida. Breida can't get out of the muck there. Just kind of stuck on his offensive lineman. Gets the game at 4.
I think you're going to see conservative Connor here, just making sure he doesn't turn the ball over.
Throws it to Robinson. Does get it. Again, might have had Castle right there with a blocker and Robinson down the field. Does work out regardless. Now going to go up tempo, obviously. Needs something to go right. As that's going to be, a hot one out of Winston to Fuller. Really liked that play call right there as he found the Vikings and man defense and just threw that one on a friggin' rope.
Yeah, as Connors would say, that was succulent.
Oh, yeah. That was a succulent one. Winston dropping back. Nothing really open. Gonna do a touch pass again, or a lob ball. Just trying to force it. Now Dan probably looking to see if he can get 6 here. Doesn't do it. And again, just too many errors for the Saints team. After such a clean first half, the second half, it just looked like an entirely different team out there.
I mean, once it got under that 2-minute warning there in the first half, Connor was just kind of falling apart. I mean, he had the game in hand. Well, I wouldn't say in hand, but he had it right where he needed it to go into the second half.
100%. Up 6, going into this, about to go into the second half. Could have just took all the time off the clock, or even if Dan wanted to use all of his timeouts, Dan would have had probably 15 seconds to get, 30 yards-ish to get in field goal range. And, just not a clean, throws that pick 6 and then has not been a clean half ever since then. Just unfortunate, but so far the Vikings just, doing a really good job to climb back into this game, and in which, a lot of people were in the chat were, kind of had their eyes on Connor, saying, holy crap, Connor might go on another run here like he did, a couple seasons ago in Madden 21, but looks like that is not going to happen this season. The Vikings will likely win this game. They are in the victory formation. Kellen Mond going to take this snap and kneel the ball, and my guess is that's going to be game.
Yeah, that's game right there. I mean, 18-point deficit, and Connor's not spending timeouts. It's kind of, I think he wants the game to be over with after those few Jameis Winston passes. So,
100%.
I mean, you got to give Connor credit for those 2 quarters. I mean, he looked like the team to beat in this game. And then just, unfortunately, things fell apart.
Yep. I mean, it was a great game. It really was. I mean, obviously, the score would say differently. I'm sure Connor, if these guys come in here for a post game, might say differently. It was a really great game. It was just those interceptions just really were the writing on the wall for the Saints, as they will take the final knee, and Kellen Mond And the Vikings will move on to play myself, the Rams, in the divisional round. We will have an advance, I would believe, shortly after this. We've got a jam-packed night so far, I believe. I think there's some rumors maybe we might get a CMAS divisional round red zone. I think there's 2 games going on at 10. We'll see if maybe Dan wants to play me at 10. Maybe we'll have 3 games going on tonight for a red zone. We'll see. But thoughts on Dan's potential NFC championship game opponents? Oh, Dan. So Ben's just saying I'm just gonna get dog walked.
I don't think Ben realized it's still the wild card round.
Yeah. Nah, it's fine, Ben. You just think I'm gonna get dog walked, dude. I probably will. It's fine. I suck. But we will get another Dan Cody Classic in the playoffs. See what happens. As it sounds like.
Hello?
Sounds like we do have the coaches in here. Let's go to the winner first, Dan here. What's your thoughts on the game and how everything happened?
Hey, it was a good game, guys. Great game to Connor. First of all, I just want to say how much respect I have for Connor, not only as a person, but also as a Madden player, a Miami brother. We bond all the time in, that private channel that may or may not exist. Just we bond. That's all. And I knew this was going to be a competitive game. I knew he was going to give me his best game. I wouldn't expect anything else out of it. And just first, second quarter, I made a really dumb pick six. The first one was just absolutely stupid because I was just so shook after that Castle 80-yard run, and I was like, oh man, like Connor just stole an 80-yard touchdown, and like I gotta quickly score, and I was just really stupid. But I was able to rally back, and I did catch the very end. You said definitely the turning point was the pick six at the end of the half. Normally, I would not call a timeout in that situation. I just kind of let the clock run, but I just felt like I needed something. I needed a stop to feel better, or I just needed a turnover badly because Connor had all the momentum, and I just knew that's like something's got to give. So just thankful that was able to happen. Just made a great play with a Jaleel Armstrong in the slot, and it was just an all-around performance in the second half to pull it away. Good win.
100%. Cam, any questions for Dan?
I mean, I would ask just because, I'm the odd man out with not access to that private channel that you were talking about earlier. But no, what were kind of your thoughts after that first, 14 minutes of the first half, going into that 2-minute warning where you kind of let the clock run down? I mean, you're down by 2 scores at that point. What were kind of your thoughts going into that?
Well, I knew I was going to get the ball to start the half, so I wasn't really too urgent. I was just like, let me just get in the end zone before the half. But once I punched it in, and by the way, Dalvin Cook, like, what a dog. He was probably my best running game of the cycle. And I do have to say, a couple, maybe last week after the national championship game, Connor was a little tipsy, and he did broadcast a game on this network, Vikings-Bears, and he did call me out on my running game. So had to give a good one for him.
100.
But
Almost said 100% again.
Sorry, guys, I'm outside, and the car just drove by me. But
the car walked by him. He lives in another dimension. Well, Dan, great game. Yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah. It was. I was just thankful to punch it in at the end of the half, and obviously just needed something. Just needed something on defense because I wasn't feeling that good, and I got what I needed. That pick six. And am I windy, guys?
No, you're good.
Do you hear wind?
No, you're
good. Am I in a wind tunnel?
You're golden.
Yeah, I apologize about that, but yeah, sorry guys. But yeah, that was basically it, and just thankful we were able to rally in the second half and pull together a good win.
100%. Yeah, great win. Obviously, now let's pop on over and ask the losing coach, how they feel about that game. Connor.
Yeah, I mean, first off, great game to Dan. Played super well. One of the great users in this league. And yes, we do bond in that channel. It's a lot of fun. So I, wish you luck as you move forward. It's going to be you versus Cody. That should be a really fun one. Obviously, you two, know each other super well. Your game styles. So I'm expecting a really good game there. The first half, before the pick six, the first half was exactly what I wanted from that game. Like literally couldn't have drawn it up any better. I was being nice and conservative with the passing game, taking my flats, taking my checkdowns, and there. Michael Castle, even beyond the 80-yard run, he was consistently getting me, those 6, 7, 8 yards of pop. It was really exactly what I wanted, and the pick six was kind of weird because I know it looked weird. I'm sure y'all are wondering why I lobbed that. I didn't lob that pass. I'm just telling you, it was supposed to be a bullet. I don't know what happened there. That is what it is. So that was kind of tough. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you can see if you still have the screen up. I have the story of the game on the screen. Dalvin Cook, 16 attempts for 169. Over 10 a pop. I couldn't stop down on the ground. Maybe drunk Connor, maybe depressed Connor did give Dan a little bit of motivation during that stream when I told him he was trash or running. Certainly, egg on my face. He was real good today. Dalvin Cook broke a ton of tackles. Dan was always hitting the holes. I pride myself. I will say I would like to think that I'm a better user against the run than that normally. I was a bit off my game. Maybe a bit shook, especially in the second half of maybe trying to go one too many hit sticks in the open field, but also, full credit to Dan, whenever the hole was there, he found it. So that's just full credit to him. Other than the picks that he threw in the first half, really that second half was picture perfect, and I just didn't do enough to win, or much of anything to win in the second half, really. So just full credit to Dan. He outplayed me.
Yeah. Cam, any questions?
I mean, that game, that first half, you running the ball, you're just taking it right to him. I mean, he kind of got you in a position to force you to pass. I mean, was that kind of something that threw you off, not being able to run the ball, kind of getting down that quick in that short of a span? Did that kind of just throw you off your game?
So this is something, Cam, that I've been talking about a lot this cycle that happens to me. I think I was better at this in last Madden than I am this Madden, and that is when I go down in Madden 22, I get super aggressive for no reason. I think really once I went down 2 touchdowns, I think it was 42-27. I think at that point, that was when my mindset kind of flipped, and I was like, okay, I can't run the ball anymore. And that's not true. I still had a quarter and a half left. I was only down 2 possessions. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry to butt in, Connor, but another factor in that was we did get the stupid momentum factor of the primary receiver.
Yeah.
So once I was up 2 touchdowns, I could see, well, is he running or is he passing? Is it a screen? Is it a bubble? So I could see everything. So it's unfortunate that I had to come down to that, but that's what it was.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I had that M factor activated for myself as well in the first half, so that's a part of the game. And what I tried to do to counteract that was, I would come out in a pass, and then right before the animation where the Jameis Winston got set, I would immediately audible to a run and then just quick snap it, just hoping that Dan wouldn't see that I audible to a run. It worked once. That was how I was able to, get the momentum away from me. But then, of course, a couple plays later, I threw a pick six, so that's gonna make it tough. I don't know. I need to get better at just staying disciplined, staying locked in when I get down by multiple possessions in this game. Cody, you can probably remember from our game, there was definitely a flip that happened once you went up, I think 21-7 in that game, where I got just ultra aggressive in that game too for no reason. So yeah, got to trust Michael Castle, got to trust my running game. I do consider myself one of the better runners in this league, although not as good as Dan was today, unfortunately. So I just got to trust what I'm good at and maybe avoid what I'm not, which is the deep passing game.
Yeah, well, great game once again to the both of you. Obviously, not the way you wanted to end, Connor, but, was definitely, I feel like you would maybe admit, a trending upward of this Saints team compared to last year. So going in the right direction. For sure. And big win to you, Dan. Again, great game to you guys. For everyone watching, I believe we will have Better League Network live once again later tonight. Allegedly, CMAS will be doing a 10 o'clock stream, whether that's a red zone stream or not. We will find out, but appreciate you all. Thank you for tuning in. It was a good one. Cam, thanks for joining me in the booth. And
you're welcome.
And that's all she wrote for us. See you boys later.